Hey, thinkers and dreamers. Have you ever wondered, why do some people build empires while others struggle to take their first big step? In Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, we discover that success isn't born from luck. It's built on desire, faith, and the courage to think differently. Today, we'll uncover the timeless principles that shaped legends like Jamsetji Tata and Ratan Tata and entire Tata Group to see how thoughts can truly become things. Welcome back to Read with Joy, where books spark bold change. Let's think bigger, act sharper, and grow richer. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Introduction. Thoughts are things. If success begins with a thought, why don't more people think their way to it? Because most people underestimate the power of a single idea backed by intent. They stop at wishing, never moving forward with clarity and commitment. In the early 1900s, when Jamsetji Tata spoke of building a steel plant in India, many dismissed it as fantasy. British authorities and skeptics alike said Indians lacked the capacity and technology. But Jamsetji saw what others couldn't, a self-reliant India powered by its own industry. Though he passed before seeing it, his vision sparked Tata Steel, which grew into the backbone of India's industrial revolution. Lesson: every world-changing achievement begins as a single thought you refuse to let go. Chapter 2. Desire, the turning point of all achievement. If everyone wants success, why do only a few actually get it? Because mere wishing isn't enough. It must turn into a burning desire that fuels action. Success belongs to those who want it badly enough to never quit. When Ratan Tata envisioned a RS1 lakh car for Indian families, many in the industry mocked the idea as slavable and impossible. Ratan Tata's desire to give Indians safe, affordable transport kept him and his team moving forward despite doubts and challenges. In 2008, the Tata Nano was born, not just as a car, but as proof that relentless desire can turn an impossible dream into reality. It wasn't about profit, it was about purpose. Lesson: a burning desire turns impossible into inevitable. Chapter 3. Faith, visualization of, and belief in attainment of desire. Why do some dreams die before they even start? Because without faith, even the strongest desire collapses under fear and doubt. Belief is the bridge between vision and reality. In the 1960s, when TCS started, exporting software from India seemed impossible. There was hardly any infrastructure, little government help, and the world didn't trust India's IT skills. But Tata's leaders had faith. They believed Indian talent could compete globally and imagined a future where India led in technology. That faith turned TCS into one of the world's biggest IT companies, showing that belief can build empires. Lesson: faith is the bridge between vision and reality. Now, pause a moment and think. Are you just wishing for success, or are you building unshakable belief behind your dreams? Chapter 4. Autosuggestion, the medium for influencing the subconscious mind. Why do we still doubt ourselves even when we know exactly what we want? Because our thoughts must be repeatedly planted in the subconscious to take root. Repetition turns intention into belief and belief into action. In 2008, Tata's JLR buy looked risky and even foolish. But a constant belief, we can turn it around, united the company. Step by step, that belief became action, and JLR turned profitable. Lesson: what you repeat to yourself daily becomes your reality. Chapter 5. Specialized knowledge, personal experiences or observations. Why isn't general knowledge enough to succeed in business? Because general knowledge can't solve real problems, only specialized knowledge creates value in the market. When Tata entered aviation with Vistara, they partnered with Singapore Airlines to combine trust with global expertise. The result was not just an airline, but a refined customer experience, showing success comes from applying the right knowledge in the right place. Lesson: general knowledge informs, specialized knowledge transforms. Chapter 6. Imagination, the workshop of the mind. Why should imagination matter as much as practical business plans? Because imagination gives birth to ideas that data and logic alone cannot. In the early 2000s, luxury hotels were ruled by global giants. An Indian brand competing at that level seemed unlikely. But the Tata Group imagined it, a hotel chain that combined world-class luxury with Indian warmth and heritage. That vision led Taj Hotels to expand into landmarks, like the Pierre in New York and St. James Court in London. What started as imagination became India's most prestigious hospitality brand, proving that vision comes before recognition. Lesson: imagination creates the blueprint that reality follows. Time for a quick reflection. Are your daily thoughts planting seeds of doubt or seeds of progress? Chapter 7: Organized Planning, the Crystallization of Desire into Action. Why do so many plans fail even when the goal is clear? Because desire without a plan is wishful thinking. Success comes when dreams are mapped step by step. When Tata Chemicals launched the Tata Swatch water purifier, they didn't just dream of clean water for rural India, they planned every step. The challenge was huge: distribution, affordability, and trust. They designed a purifier using rice husk ash, partnered with village entrepreneurs, and set prices rural homes could afford. It wasn't luck. It was careful, organized planning that took innovation to every corner of India. Lesson: dreams without a plan are just wishes. Chapter 8: Decision, the Mastery of Procrastination. Why do we hesitate even when the opportunity feels right? Because indecision kills progress, success favors those who decide quickly and stand firm. When Ratan Tata proposed buying Chorus, a much larger European steel company, many doubted the move. It was risky and could have failed. But he decided with clarity and conviction. Overnight, Tata Steel became one of the world's largest steel producers. The integration was tough, but the decision transformed the group, proving that in business, hesitation can close doors, while decisiveness opens them. Lesson: swift, firm decisions open doors that hesitation keeps shut. Chapter 9: Persistence, the sustained effort necessary to induce faith. If I believe in my goal, why isn't belief alone enough? Because belief without effort fades, persistence turns it into reality when things get tough. Tata Power's Mundra project faced regulations, soaring coal costs, and heavy criticism. Yet they adapted, fought, and persisted, turning it into proof that persistence transforms ambition into achievement. Lesson: persistence turns rejection into redirection. Reflect the learnings now. Do you have the courage to decide and the stamina to keep going when it gets hard? Chapter 10: Power of the Mastermind, the Driving Force. Why isn't hard work alone enough to succeed without others? Because no success is built alone. The right alliance multiplies your vision, energy, and reach. When Tata Sons created Tata Trusts and aligned all group companies under one vision, it went beyond simple business strategy. It was the start of a powerful mastermind alliance. Tata Steel, TCS, Titan, and Tata Motors ran independently, making their own decisions. Yet, they all contributed to shared goals in innovation, social impact, and global expansion. Ratan Tata pushed for synergy, ensuring every company's strength supported the whole group. This unity of minds became Tata's lasting power, a business empire driven by purpose. Lesson: the right alliances multiply your strength. Chapter 11: The Mystery of Sex Transmutation. Why does personal energy matter in achieving business success? Because our strongest emotions, when redirected, can become unmatched creative power. Channeling that energy into a mission sharpens focus, drive, and achievement. The Tata Nano wasn't just a car. It was born from the desire to give Indian families safe, affordable travel. That purpose turned passion into creativity, making a budget car a historic innovation. Lesson: passion redirected into purpose becomes unstoppable creative energy. Chapter 12: The Subconscious Mind, the Connecting Link. Why isn't hard work and planning alone enough to guarantee success? Because the subconscious shapes outcomes beyond effort, it mirrors what we constantly believe, fear, or expect. Tata Group's culture of ethics and nation-building wasn't created in a day. It was planted deep in the organization's subconscious by Jamsetji Tata and later leaders. Through daily decisions, stories, and lived values, this mindset became part of the group's identity. Over time, it guided how Tata companies handled crises, chose partners, and pursued innovation. They turned down profitable deals that clashed with values and invested heavily in community welfare through Tata Trusts. Their legacy proves that what you feed your mind shapes your future. Lesson: what you feed your subconscious becomes your destiny. Now take a moment and think. Is your environment and inner circle shaping you toward your goals or away from them? Chapter 13, The Brain, a broadcasting and receiving station for thought. Why do thoughts have the power to influence our results and environment? Because your brain's vibrations shape outcomes, focused thinking attracts the right ideas, people, and opportunities. When Tata Group imagined Tata Nano, a super app bringing all its consumer services together, many thought it was an impossible puzzle. But the leaders believed in building one connected ecosystem where every brand could talk to each other and to customers in a single place. This wasn't just a tech project, it needed a shared shift in thinking across companies. Ideas flowed between Tata Digital, Big Basket, Chroma, AirAsia India, and more until Tata Nano took shape. It proved that when minds align, they can create one powerful, united future. Lesson: aligned thinking attracts the right people and opportunities. Chapter 14, The Sixth Sense, the Door to the Temple of Wisdom. Why should I trust a decision I can't fully explain? Because the sixth sense blends instinct and unseen patterns. It guides you when logic ends, but action is needed. In the late 1990s, Ratan Tata boldly pushed Tata Group toward global expansion and technology. Guided by intuition, not trends, he led moves into telecom, software, and global buys like Tetley and JLR. These decisions were once doubted, but later defined Tata's global stature. Lesson: intuition often sees the path before the data can prove it. Chapter 15, How to Outwit the Six Ghosts of Fear. Why do we hold ourselves back even when we know exactly what to do? Because fear silently paralyzes action. Freedom comes when we face it and move anyway. In 1991, as India opened to foreign competition, many legacy businesses feared losing out. Tata chose reinvention, restructuring, going global, and empowering new leadership. Ratan Tata's bold moves, though resisted, turned fear into growth, making the group truly global. Lesson: fear loses its grip when you face it head-on. Think again. Are you letting fear or doubt quietly dictate your decisions? That's a wrap on Think and Grow Rich, a book that proves thoughts create wealth when fueled by desire, faith, and persistence. If you want more, dive into this and 40 other life-changing book summaries at u.readwithjoy.in or email us for a physical copy. From Jamsetji. Tata's dream of Indian steel to Ratan, Tata's bold global bets. These stories remind us that vision becomes reality only when backed by belief and relentless action. In the end, success isn't about wishing, it's about thinking with clarity, acting with courage, and persisting with purpose. So ask yourself, are you just hoping for success? Or are you ready to think and grow rich? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more. Thanks for watching from Rid with Joy. See you in the next one.